Hey guys, this is the WEN 10-inch variable speed drill press with laser light. This is just going to be a quick overview of the assembly process, and then just a quick look at some of its features, and then just my overall impression of the drill itself. You can see here it comes packaged pretty nicely. Nothing was disturbed during shipping, and the unboxing is pretty straightforward. The main drill itself comes in three main parts. You have the vertical support here, the tray, and the drill itself. The assembly process is pretty quick and straightforward. Here, just bolting the vertical support down to the stand itself. Then I'm going to just hit it with a socket wrench. Here I'm taking off the collar on the vertical support, and then I'm going to slide the tray on. Once the tray is on, it's just a matter of attaching the handle. There's a quick set screw here, and it comes with the Allen keys for this. Now we're going to slide the collar back on, set it with its own set screw with the included Allen key, and then now I'm just adding the lockdown nut to tighten the tray itself. Next, you just drop the drill body onto the vertical support. It just slides right in, and then there's two set screws that need to be tightened down with one of the included Allen keys. Then there's these three knob handles for the drill retractor. There's three that are equal length. They go here, and then there's a fourth that goes in on the other side over here, and this is the variable speed control. To install the chuck, you just place it on the spindle here, and then you're just gonna tap it into place with a rubber mallet. If you don't have a rubber mallet, you can use a block of wood and a hammer. You don't have to be too careful here, but you just want to make sure that it's going on square. Just hitting it a few more times, and it's nice and secure. And as you use it over time, it's gonna push it even more into place. This is just the little included clip for the chuck key. And then here you remove this. There's two included AA batteries. That's for the laser light. I'm just gonna quickly put the drill through its paces and just go over some of its features. This is a bit set that my wife also got me for Christmas. It's by WEN as well. It's just a regular chuck key. You can also install your own quick chuck if you want. You can Google that. You should find the information you need for that. So you can see the as you'll see, I'll go in a little closer here, but overall pretty impressed with the precision. There's not that much wobble at all. For me, for a do-it-yourselfer, this is more than adequate. Pretty impressed with the level of quality. The fit and finish of the drill itself is pretty impressive. Everything that you would expect to be metal is metal. Everything, obviously switches and whatnot. There's some plastic on it, but overall the casting quality is really good. There's no obvious defects in any of the castings. All the surfaces that are machined seem to be machined really well. There's no overly sharp corners or extraneous metal. They did a really good job with the machining here. Obviously this guy's made in China, and you hear a lot of people talk about cheap Chinesium. This seems pretty decent. I'm pretty impressed so far with the quality. Here I'm setting the depth gauge. Now, WEN makes several different models that are pretty similar and within a similar band of price range. For me, stepping up a little bit and paying for the variable speed is well worth it. To change the RPM, it's just the pull of a lever as opposed to having to fiddle with internally and changing different flywheels. It's for I think this drill is $163. The variable speed is well worth it. And this particular model comes with the laser lights that you can see here. They are adjustable. Came out of the box fairly decent. It's maybe a hair off. I didn't quite go through the adjustment process, but they're pretty close. You can see here as the drill bit drops down. For being factory set, it's pretty decent. I'm probably not going to fiddle with it too much. So you can see here there's pretty much no run out to speak of, without getting calipers out and trying to check the precision. For all intents and purposes, for my purposes, there's essentially no run out, no wobble. You can see here, all your holes are going to be true, unless you're a professional that needs exacting specifications. I think this is more than adequate for a do-it-yourselfer, specifically for my needs. More than happy with the precision of this tool. Just gonna go ahead and adjust the RPMs now. You can see it's just the throw of this lever. Down is slower, towards you is faster. You just see it takes a few seconds for the RPM meter to catch up. This is the safety switch here. There's this little yellow key. Without it, you can't turn the drill on, and then, of course, with it in, it now re-engages and allows you to throw the switch on and off. The one thing on the drill that was out of sorts a little bit here, you can see this is the laser light switch. You see it's kind of not seating properly. It's a little askew here, but I was able to fiddle with it and get it seated pretty decently. Not a big deal at all. So you can see the overall machining here of the cast iron parts are pretty decent. The quality is, I think what you would expect, meaning that it's acceptable. Everything that needs to be tight is tight. Everything that needs to be loose is loose. Seems like it's gonna last and hold up for me. I don't expect to be using this thing every day, but it seems like it's gonna be a fixture in my little shop here for a while without any true concerns. This is the bolt to adjust the angle of the tray. You can see here there's it comes with this little degree meter. Seems to be fairly accurate. Not sure how much you're going to rely on that. Out of the box, pretty true. There's a little bit of a little bit of a deflection here that I'm going to adjust on the tray, but not too bad. But here I'm just going to test the return. seems to be pretty adequate. There's this little rubber washer here to make sure that you're not slamming too hard back into the drill body, and then you can adjust it with those nuts if you needed to. So yeah, my impressions are that this is a decent quality machine, especially for the price point, and I think it makes a fine addition to the shop. If you found this video enjoyable or informative, or if it helped you out in any way, if you can consider hitting that subscribe button, I'd really appreciate it. Thanks.